Yeah, absolutely. I guess that puts Sok in a pretty good position, knowing that he can perhaps afford to lose here. But having dropped one map against Moon is a bit worse than 40, who is 2-0 at the moment. But everyone might get 2-0 against Iceorg. That's going to be a story for later. We're going to focus now on the maps. God damn, I missed them. God damn it.
They were really quick, though. It was rough.
We do start on AZ, which seems like one of the first times that we see AZ, isn't it?
Well, I got a very selective memory, Mr. Remo Demo, and whenever I see AZ, I try to filter it out of my brain. So you might be right, or I have just forgotten about it. I wouldn't know. But yeah, we are not the biggest fans of Amazonia. And there's, little harass already by Fortitude. Annoying.
Yeah, forcing some militia time. That costs more lumber, might delay the tech a bit more. Early items here can make a big difference. And it is Fortitude with the first upper hand. He gets the claws. Oh, bad items for Sok. Really bad items for Sok. If this is Mantle as well, this would be amazing for 40. But no, it's claws and ring versus ring and cloak. Not disastrous, but a slight little edge for 40.
Okay, so far, pretty same builds, pretty same creep routes. Oftentimes the case on Amazonia, there's not much deviation. But 40, trying to be a little more aggressive, hey? Sok is still creeping for quite some time. Only one of the 3 kobolds has gone down. And with the claw advantage, maybe it's time for steal.
Oh, this is really important last hits. These are crucially important last hits right here.
All about the level 3.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Sok trying to commit for it. Oh, dude. This is rolling the dice. Who's gonna get it? Experience goes to Sok. Item stolen, though. Second pair of claws.
Plus 8 damage right off the bat. Not bad at all. So what do you do now with your damage advantage? Going boots? Oh, yeah. And more pressure.
I think both lost one peasant, both now attacking. Pretty even game still. No level 3 acquired just yet. Sok also has to go for the boots, since his opponent has them. And the main base, by the way, the Arcane Tower isn't up yet. That's why I think Sok is pulling the militia very aggressively. He doesn't want to have his opponent entering the main when there's no Arcane.
Okay, that's the last water elemental for the time being. Of course, Brilliance Aura is working against it, but I think 40... has to retreat here against the militia, doesn't want to follow up on that, and it wasn't that much damage done to the point.
Oh, surround there would have been nice, taking out the water metal, getting the experience, but it slips out, unsurprisingly, being made of water. Have you ever been on a slip and slide?
Yes, of course, I basically live on slip and slides.
What a life that must be.
Yeah,
Jealous.
It's pretty slippy and pretty wet. And slidey as well.
It's a slippery slope, isn't it?
It absolutely 100% is.
Alright, another peasant went down. And, you know, the lumber economy is relevant in this matchup, especially when it comes to tier 2 timings, you know, tier 2 building timings, and possibly even tier 2 expansions. Because while tier 1 expansions are a terrible idea on AZ, tier 2 expansions are oftentimes quite playable.
Yeah, the lumber department for Sok doesn't look that great. Shop is up earlier for Fortitude as well. And both need a little regen here, as the Archmages are quite low. And I think it's time for the retreat. We're gearing up for tier 2. Hola, nice deny, but still a footman lost.
Yeah, very good deny though. Fortitude utterly aware how important it is to delay level 3 as much as possible. But here now at the troll camp, that should be the level 3 then in the end. But he's still being a nuisance. But there we go. That's the last hit. That's level 3. And now we have a big water elemental advantage.
Yeah, it feels like 40 could have crept with militia a little bit in the process of the fight, as he saw that Sok is also using his militia for that fight. We unfold the tier 2 and it is Mountain King. It is double Sanctum on 40's side, and Sok didn't even start the first Sanctum and is lumber starved still. That's not good.
Yeah, maybe the militia involvement was a bit too enthusiastic. Maybe not having the Arcane Tower early in the main base here getting punished. But now trying to do as much as he can with a level 3 advantage. But wisely, Fortitude followed up with his own level 3. So now he's got the watery friends at his side. Much better to have in summer, you know, when you think of summons you want to have. A water elemental at your side, much better than a lava spawn. Can you imagine? Ooh, gross.
Well, lava spawn is probably very good for winter. With all the heating costs these days, man, lava spawn keeps you warm at all times.
You need to have it kind of in the basement, though. Like, if you have it in your room, it's gonna be a little bit too crispy, if you ask me.
Ah, come on, it's cozy. You shouldn't cuddle it, but there's moments for it. Mountain King getting surrounded by Fortitude.
Oh.
No follow-up. That was sweet. Can he fight out? There is big damage. There's another Stormbolt. But that would stop the leveling. And bonus experience for Sok. Very well done.
Oh, this could be a big lead for Sok. He got the hero kill and might be able to get the rest of the camp. Possibly even more footies. Oh,
wow.
Boy. That's a painful turn of events. Sok finds the opportunity, and that was a weird position, a weird exchange there, because having the later MK, weirdly, was beneficial in this case.
Yeah, true that. And he is up to level 1.6 already without creeping, really. But on the other side, we got Priest, we get the earlier breakers, but it was the first exclamation mark for Sok. Swifts around, speaking volumes about his control these days.
That's a big experience lead all of a sudden, and Sok can keep creeping if he wishes. With water elementals, of course, that is pretty easy to do. Oh, and he brought a new region scroll as well. 40, creeping the natural. Oh, and the creep jack is coming.
Ay, ay, ay! Can you survive this? This almost full mana Mountain King getting stopped for the time being. Muddy still in the creep camp, but now it's gone. Oh, this is so weird. This could cost so many workers so much experience. 40 gets it last second. What's the item? Wind of Mana stealing. Fantastic, but the Mountain King is again surrounded. Can't get out, really. Oh no, what a disaster. Mountain King dead for the second time.
TP out now. Why now? Why didn't you do it earlier? Could have saved the MK.
Yeah,
could have given him the TP. That was a bit weird.
That is a very, very valid question, Mr. Remo Demo. Sok, no questions, just answers. More upgrades now for the breakers that are to come. Sobi Mask on the Archmage, also fantastic. Mountain King super tanky. And what's Fortitude really have? He's down an entire level on the Mountain King, who's later insta-giving these priests. It's so important to have him on level 3 and beyond. This is just spiraling out of control.
It looks like 40 somehow has a lot more priests and more supply, though. Before the breaker production really began. One of mana stealing used. No MK anymore. Oh, that's a lot of priests. Very hurt. So, the last couple of scenes seem to be in Sok's favor, but as far as the cold-blooded metrics go, the numbers go, it's looking pretty even still.
Okay, if you say so. There's an expansion now.
Oh, wow.
That was the game plan all along, I guess, but that's brave, to say the least.
Yeah, lose a second hero twice. Get forced to TP into expand? Alright. Gotta admire those cojones. You admire those cojones, don't you?
Well, it's, what can I say? I'm a big fan, I gotta say. This might backfire though, as it's really, really greedy. Well-equipped MK, close to level 3. One more is level 2 Stormbolt. No one decides to go for Clap, obviously, as that is not that great versus Magic Immune Breakers. And he gets the entire camp. Fortitude just pulls back.
If Sok doesn't have the read, though, that there is an expansion, he could just waste his time and give a big opportunity to 40. Oh, but he's calling the boys. All right, he does have the read. Never mind. But 40's still with an opportunity to win this game. Hold here, survive, pump out more and more units, and this game will be yours. But Sok's about to be up by 2 upgrades.
By 2 upgrades, by an entire Mountain King level. He has 4 Stormbolts to be working with and more because of the Sobi Mask. Water Elementals are there. Dispel rattles through. And where's the hammer gonna fall on? Here we go. Onto the Archmage, who has no TP, of course.
I gotta be very careful with that one. Militia coming in from the main base. The normal damage against the breakers here is very helpful. And the priest count still in favor of 40 for the time being. But not too many Watch Elementals are part of this fight at the moment. MK for Sock, super well equipped, dude. The rings, the boots, the invuln, and of course the Sobi. But supply is in Fortitude's favor. Hold on, we ain't done yet.
Did Sock push into upgrades too quickly? Should he have just invested into more army, maybe? We'll know when the game is over. Supply numbers even out. Here's the second attack upgrade, and 40 is oversaturating a little. Uses the time to heal up, but man, he needs to interfere with that attack soon, otherwise the second base is gone.
And of course, mining has been stopped smartly by Soccer right away, so not much gold was hauled out of this mine at all, I believe. Stormbolts flying, looking for kills, 40 exchanged for a priest. And looks like 40 has more Watch Elementals here. The priest advantage becoming very helpful. He's got way more mana on those priests as well. 40 with a chance to hold on right now.
Speaking of mana, why does this Mountain King have so much mana? He's not spamming the Stormbolts, only on the heroes. He could have gotten rid of a lot of these priests, but maybe it's not really a difference maker. So far they hold, but yeah, this is one breaker and 3 priests down. And 40 can afford that if he starts mining again, which should be soon. The militia are there. Lumber is going to be an issue for these upgrades, though. Uh-oh. Third try. And 40 has to continue the fight.
40 now also very close to the level up on the MK. He got plenty of kills. He almost has that level 3. Sock's army's looking small. 40, is he turning this around? Right now, we'll see. We'll be deciding this pretty soon by the look of things.
Always trying to
now,
attack.
Huge upgrade advantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 upgrades ahead. Well, actually, 40 got 1 upgrade in there as well, so I guess he's at least not 3 upgrades behind.
Always trying to attack the Mountain King with the breakers to burn a little bit of that mana. But here are the Stormbolts, man. I really got a question. Are you too conservative with these bolts? The level lead for the Mountain King is basically gone. On the Archmage, they're both pretty similar. And 40 holds. This is impressive. The brave play, the greedy play, it's starting to pay off.
Yeah, Sock needs a heal scroll. He knows what the doctor ordered. There's no time to waste. Go, go, go. He can't allow this expansion to mine for too much. The supply lead is immense all of a sudden. 10 supply ahead. It looks like 40 has almost done it.
Only almost. Another attack with the heal scroll. Sobi Mask on the Archmage now for an additional Water Elemental soon. Still, the mana difference on the Mountain King now. He's losing a lot to these breakers, though. Where are the bolts? Sock!
Not too many Watch Elements on the field at the moment. Here's the heal scroll. That was the big advantage for Sock. Now it's gone. Blues are coming again from the main base for 40. That is his big advantage. And again, they're buying time. Again, they're ensuring that mining is happening. And 40 up at 61 supply. But Sock also not too far behind. At 55. Is he going to take the fight here? Ideally, you want to run away from the militia. Despite those guys being so little, they do pose a real threat. Stormbolt flies, MK damaged, but MK survives. And instead, a breaker goes down. And 40 starts to look better and better.
40 doesn't lose a single unit in this fight. How is that even possible? Not even a militia. Not a peasant, not a priest, nothing. That is so impressive. But he is a little greedy again, not repairing. But with breakers, it takes quite some time to whittle down this town hall. Breaker line, a lot bigger for Fortitude. Sock breaking upkeep now as well. In the upgrade department, Fortitude is catching up as well with 1-1 almost finished.
It's going to be a big help as well. Those 2 additional armor points. MK eats the Stormbolt, taking lots of damage. It's so many breakers now. MK too far forward, eating too many hits. And now he's to be positioned safely in the back. It's looking really good for 40 now. The upgrade has finished, and he's got the numbers that he needs.
Level 5. Oh boy, he was so close to that for such a long time. Sock needs another kill, receives a bash. Has to outmaneuver him. There we go. Now we got the Stormbolts, but once again on the heroes, and I still gotta question that. He could have gotten an easy level 5 on the Archmage himself, but giving a thumbs up for the priest positioning of Fortitude, man. Always far away from that dwarf. Now we got level 5 on Sock as well, and I got a little buffer. Remo, take over.
Fortitude now with a 15 supply lead. It looks like he's about to close this one out. Seems like Sok doesn't have any advantages here anymore. Maybe slightly with the upgrades, but that doesn't make up for all of this income. Militia calling has been absolutely exceptional by Fortitude. Once again, they're helping out, pushing Sok back, and the mining keeps happening. Sok with a great early game, but Fortitude perhaps with a better strat. The tier 2 expansion, quite popular in this matchup. Sok thought he could break it, but he thought wrong. Was the execution the problem? Was the strategy the problem? I'm not sure, but by now, it's clear this one is secure.
Yeah, if there's not a huge fumble, then this is definitely Fortitude's game. Mountain King under pressure at all time. The priests are healing nicely, but breakers continue to fall. That's 4 breakers down in the past couple of seconds. Stormbolt exchange, more focus fire, more mana burn. And Mountain King gotta be careful, man. If not for these rings, he might just be dead. And it's cleanup time. Fortitude presses forward, getting Sok away from his expansion. And that's his win condition. Fantastic hold for the Chinese.
Sok is not quite giving up yet. He's hoping for one last Hail Mary. He's got an invul and he's got a heal scroll. Stormbolts around. Kill a hero or two. That's the one way to still do this. He's hoping for Fortitude to be out of position, to misstep, and to find that punish.
Okay, but how? Archmage far forward, he can't really reach, almost needs to surround, but that's so hard to do. The priest exposed, immediately punished. We have level 4 now. Man, the way he closed an entire level gap just by pure fighting is so impressive. More Stormbolts, thanks to the Subi Mask, of course. That's a lot of damage. But he's always deterred. He can't put more pressure onto this Town Hall, but he has to.
Tug of war continues, but for the last few minutes now, 40 has been greatly favored, building a huge army of breakers. 74 supply and counting. Sok at only 50. Sometimes it's just a numbers game, Neo. Sometimes you just can't hold on against all the stuff. And I think we're there. 40 has built a big army, thanks to the expansion, and he has weathered that storm. About to take the 1-0.
Yeah. The big Chinese breaker wall forced the Mountain King into an invul potion. Again, full mana. The connection to the priest is just not good enough for the longest time. Brilliance Aura 3 on both sides so they can spam their spells. Very good aura to have. Breakers are falling now. Sok getting some kills finally. But it's too little. It's too late. And 40 has still to drop a map.
Good comeback here by 40. This early game wasn't really in his favor. Sok was looking pretty good there in the mid game. Was it a mistake not to just expand? Sok could have gone for an expansion himself. Didn't have to push, but was feeling that he could close out the game. But this time, his feeling was off. But of course, the series is not over yet. Thank you very much, Budcrumbs. Another gifted subs. So much support from you the last couple of days. This time to Remo, the MVP. I like that one. Much appreciated.
The MVP, huh? You know, my back hurts so much from carrying the scene all the time, and you get the MVP award. Must be for the looks.
Well, you got a nice little birthday dance video, though.
That is correct. That was quite funny. Shout out to Dark and the Phantom Aces. Yeah, Breaker Wars AZ, you know. That style of human mirror, I totally did not miss. But the execution by Fortitude was really, really good. Last Refuge, bigger chance for differences. Bigger chance for example, a panda. And a big chance for another sub by Buttcrumbs. Gifting a sub to Neo the Goat. That's proper.
Yeah, Last Refuge, a map that is very good for fast expansion. Easy level 3, easy expansion, easy Merc Camp. That's all thumbs up for an expansion. And most humans like playing the fast expansion style. I think 40 is one of the few players who likes to try to punish the expansion with a level 3 timing. It could be 2-base, but it could also be 40 looking to put in a quick victory by twisting the knife in Sok's back. And he can afford to take a bit of a risk as well, seeing as he's up 1-0.
Wouldn't mind seeing that. This is also a very different map because the mercenary camps are easily accessible in the early game. Then we got Shadow Priest, the spell, etc. Would love to see tier 3. One of these days, Remo, when there's an offline event again.
Was there something? Did you hear something? I didn't hear anything.
You're having fun, haven't you? Good that you... Good that you have a great time here on this broadcast, Mr. Remo Demo. It's gonna get even better, because here's map 2 between Sock and Fortitude.
Alright, we got Sock in the bottom left this time. 40 in the top, right up 1-0. Should certainly be a Merc camp creep for both, even if 40 doesn't decide to expand. But we're hoping for the double expansion play, because what that means, fellas, is fast expansion into tier 2, into tier 3, into triple hero, into knights, into awesomeness, into 40 has to get up and leave for a second. Nothing new here.
Exactly, we've seen this yesterday. Once again, father of a young child, so maybe something came up there. Very important map for Fortitude, man. If he wins this as well, he's 2-0 and 4-0 in maps before his final match versus Moon, where he can definitely take a map. He's maybe the underdog in the entire series, but a map, you can always take one. And that should be the group stage win for him. And Sock, still working hard. He was down a map yesterday and was able to come back. Can he do it again?
Yeah, if Fortitude wins here, which looks not unlikely at all, then we're going to have to really bust out the calculators and consider where exactly the map win relevance is going to lie. Unless Ice Orc wins later on, which would be quite something.
Yeah, very much looking forward to these calculations. The Excel sheet is already up. So, are the base builds? What I want to add?
I want to ask you. What are you feeling? Down in your plums. Is 40 going to expand here or what?
Huh. On LR, I think both are going to expand. And it's going to be a crazy tug of war.
I think 40 is going to go aggro with level 3. And that's a bet I like to make because it's a win-win scenario for me. If I'm right, I'm right. And if I'm wrong, then we get double expansion, which is always the coolest way to play this matchup.
But Remo, when are you ever wrong?
That's a good question, bro.
Right.
we would have to do a long VOD research for that one.
I think it was 2 days ago, actually, where you also admitted that you were wrong.
Yeah, what made it from yesterday? No, I might be righteous, but I'm not infallible. That is only our Lord and Savior, Jesus. What's the item's gonna be? Peltalas boots for 40. That's not good. Scourge bone chives for Sock. That's certainly better.
Love to see it. The Oots of Kel'Thalas, there's very little that is worse. Maybe, oh, not even Rune Braces can use that against the Mountain King later on. So, no text just yet. We work on more farms for Fortitude. We work on more farms for Sock, and creeping commences for that level 3. But yeah, what are the game plans? Hard to read currently.
Yeah, Sock is diligently scouting. He wants to figure out whether 40 will be expanding or not. He needs to get ready if he's getting attacked. Will in that case have the home field advantage of Militia Call. Oh, unfortunate end snare. 40 goes down. First blood.
No deny, creeps are not getting involved. We have lumber issues for 40, slightly behind thanks to the tower.
Sock is not expanding. What the hell? They're both not expanding. On Last Refuge, no!
Well, who
the meta
needs...
is moving away from expansions. Sag.
If they go double Rax Mass Footman, I'm also for that. That is fun. But yeah, we're just diving into bases and that arcane isn't up yet.
40 needs to TP, yep. TP and TP quick. Sock with the faster creeping, with the faster movement, takes a lead here on map 2.
Has a lower army though. That creep spot not finished yet, but he accomplished level 2, still big damage done. Man, we're 4 minutes in and nobody's attacking. There we have it. Sock has that button clicked. He was mining lumber like crazy. Uh-oh, Shadow Priest. He got the Dispel out early, so that's fine. 40! That Berserker! Oh, that's a huge loss.
Does Sock not have a Berserker? That's weird.
That's in the overlay. No, it doesn't.
Normally we always have that. You could still afford it. There we go. Hired it now from the Merc camp, finally. That's another little lead here with a Berserker advantage.
In game 1, 40 was also a little bit behind after that early game and then found the way back. Now closing off that base, we all know what that means. Some units will be locked in there rather sooner than later.
Oops.
That was me! That was me!
Happens to the best of us. I am distraught. I am saddened. Why aren't they expanding, bro? It would have been so glorious.
Well, there's still a chance to expand on tier 2.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very good map also for MK expansion on tier 2. Easy to creep, easy to set up. Normally.
Constant brawling though with footmen and mercenaries. Love that action. We go for the arcane again. Oh, the Shadow Priest would love to help out and repair, but doesn't really work. But this time, the arcane should finish, but on the cost of that Shadow Priest. Archmage taking some hits there as well. Good control, good saves. Wait a minute.
He's alive.
He's surviving! The boy who lives!
I'm a survivor.
Okay.
Does that song continue?
I'm gonna make it or something.
Yeah, I feel like she says, wait, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make a... Is that what it says? That doesn't really rhyme. She doesn't say I am a maker. That wouldn't make sense. Epic song though. Old farts as we are, I imagine. Most remember.
Queen Bee. What a lady she is. So, tier 2. Mountain King clicked by Sock. No panda necessary if your opponent has no expansion. And we creep for the first time in a while. Lay down the weapons against each other for once. Work on the sanctums, work on the heroes. Let's go.
40, we see again with a notable supply lead here. He's got plenty of footies and the 2 Shadow Priests are alive from the early game. But they don't have that much mana anymore, which reduces their effectiveness.
40 is quite a bit behind in Sanctums and also Mountain King. We're gathering up the 50 food. But this is a better creep route for Sock at the moment, I'd say. Level 4 acquired heal potion. Finally, the Mountain King is out there as well.
And Sock going into the middle with the MK. Wow, Sock seems to be utterly uninterested in expanding so far. Another footy goes down.
Okay, we have that brawl that we also had in the middle of Amazonia with the 2 Mountain Kings.
Oh, the Berserker!
Coming in.
Caught! Out of position! Big mistake by Sock.
1-for-1 now in the Fallen Berserker department. Lots of footies, lots of mercs. That was a little overshoot on damage with that Stormbolt. And he pays the price. Stormbolts around. He has a heal potion. Can he fight out?
I don't believe he can. Oh, Water Elemental dispelled in the back. That's an exit. Nice dispel.
And now we start focus fire of priests. New Water Elementals coming in. Little dispel, but one more was in the tank. Wild battle. Sock lost a lot more though thanks to this Berserker.
That priest also gonna go down. Still looking pretty even though. Hero level's the same, supply more or less the same.
No more Stormbolts for the time being on Fortitude side. That forces a retreat. 2 Sanctums up, the spell coming. Lots of priests in the base here. Did save them so they don't get shot with hammers. The spell upgrade for Sock is finished quite a bit earlier. That makes it so he can gather some more mana. But only 3 priests on each side. This is not their final form yet. And oh, there's the workers again.
Oh, Sock so close to a creepjack, but decides to go for the red camp. Oh, missed the opportunity just by a hair. But he's gonna get a big item. He's gonna get big experience, and he may even expand himself. Ooh, Militia on the way. Could be a sneaky expansion, but 40's scouting is on point.
Damn nice. Could have been an Archmage around here. He only has an Invul Potion, mind you. But here's the Mountain King to the rescue. Hammer hits the old man and the horse, but immediate counter block, well done. Mountain King in the middle of the mosh pit. We have a Cloak of Flames on the MK. Usually not that great against breakers, as you don't want to be close to them, then they burn your mana. But here we go. Expo coming up, and I think Sok didn't scout.
It's very close by though. It will be easy to see. He's still gonna expand. And what's the level saying? MK is still fairly far away from the level up, but both Archmages closing in at level 5.
Oh, 40 a bit closer. And there we go. Expansion by Sok on the high ground. And I gotta say, Mr. Remo Demo, the prophet said at the beginning of the game that both players are gonna expand, and here we have it.
Creep Jack as well. Didn't get the experience. Didn't get the item either. Fortitude takes that for himself. He's a bit closer to the level up. But the cloak right now against the priest and footies is actually pretty good.
At this stage of the game, phenomenal indeed. Priests are falling left, right, and center. This time the Stormbolts by Sok a lot better than before. The last remaining footmen are also going down. Man, what a slaughter here in the middle between the two Expos. 40 slowly running out of health, catches a bash, and gotta retreat.
Oh, dude, this cloak did so much damage. Is there... Does it say in the overlay how much damage it did? Oh, nice dodge.
Almost point blank dodge. He was expecting that. Nicely done. Sok down in supply, but a free Expo more or less. Where's the next hammer gonna fall? Oh, dodges that bolt as well. He saw it coming from a mile away. Still, right button at the right time. Saves the second hero.
3 priests dispelling a pig.
What?
Okay. I want to make sure.
Make sure what?
That is not an undercover agent or something,
Undercover. Okay, yeah. I mean, it could be an illusion for all we know. Thank you, Vapor Stream, for the Prime sub. Much appreciated.
In the overlay, we see 40 has a supply lead, but it's not looking like it at the moment, really. Oh, but here comes the Ogre Mauler. That's a nice support from the Merc camp, especially against those breakers in the front line. Stormbolt flies again.
Oh.
MK in trouble. Uh-oh, if he gets bashed, this could be problematic. Oh, he just goes down.
No, needs a counter kill, but 40 with a better movement for now. Breakers are diving deep. Mauler is in. Archmage chasing. He doesn't have the boots though. And there's another Stormbolt to the rescue. Oh my god, what a blunder. 13 food down again. Weird fight on the left-hand side as well, where Sok is losing another priest. That dispel was definitely a bit better than the one against the critter. But Sok is about to get 2-0'd here.
Yeah, it's looking rough for him at the moment, that's for sure. 40 also has some potions. Uh-oh, Archmage. Weird spot for him. No Stormbolt, but there is a bash and another bash. Bash Lord.
Careful with that MK. Has a potion ready, as you said. Might need it very, very soon. Relentless pressure by Sok, but is he in a position to continue this? There's still Mercs on Fortitude side, which is why he has that supply lead. Now, Sok gotta retreat. Another Stormbolt. Would love to go to the shop for that invul, for that heal scroll. And is that enough time for 40 to storm that hill and slay that town hall?
Some peasants were taken out here. Limited income at the moment for 40. The supply is still very even. This is still anybody's game. Although Fortitude seems, for whatever reason, a bit more in control from the look of things. Stormbolt flies. MK tagged. But he is in a safe position. Priest getting taken out. Dispel this time on the rabbit. These bashes very dangerous against the breakers at the front.
Absolutely are. There's the high ground. Mischance for Fortitude. Every single unit. And with that, Sok stabilizes a bit. New militia being called as well. Would love to see a shop here if he could afford it. But no, we're moving back. Upgrades queued. One in the works for Fortitude. Sok also with the 1-0. Man, that high ground. Lovely place to be at.
Yeah, I wonder if we should go for a shop up there. That could also be very helpful in the right moment.
Great minds think alike, huh?
Did you say that?
Yeah, I did just say that. Correct.
Ah, yeah. Good idea. Good
Yeah, thank
idea.
you. Thank you, Remo. I was probably subconsciously influencing you there as well. Let's see if we can share that message with our Korean friend somehow. He is working on a lumber mill, though, instead.
Wants to have a bit more of the secondary resource to go for more upgrades. Upgrades will, of course, be vital. Also will be these shop items. Invulns, heal scrolls, that's what you want. 40 has good gold, picks it up now. No player having the feeling that they can go tier 3, can spare that expense. Would have lots of upgrades on tier 3, but takes a long time and it is fairly expensive.
We have another Breaker War. The Mauler is packing quite a punch, should be the prime target, as he's of course not magic immune like these Breakers are. Oh, he's chasing far for it. The Breaker Wall more established for 40. Let's see if that helps. No mischance here, but Sock is willing to tango.
MK level 4, now we got the level 2 bash, also really good. Stormbolt, surround,
What?
MK trapped. It's got the invuln.
How is he fighting out of that though? I don't know how healthy these Breakers are. This is looking dicey. But it is a kill, finally, reposition, and we're all good.
Massive here having to micro their best. Slight level lead, of course, on 40's side. Level 6 Archmage, by the way. Not far off here either.
Wonder if he goes for Mass Telly or not. Water Metals could also be great as they require more Dispel against them. Next Focus Fire, Invo Potion, oh bash. Invo Potions are all on 40's side. That was the heal scroll. And both arrive at level 4 here. Neck and neck fight now.
Fly still indeed very even. AM only 1 kill away from the level 6. Only a matter of time. He is gonna get it. Can he make use of it? We'll see. Stormbolt flies. MK in trouble again, but 40's MK also behind enemy lines. TP has to be passed. When's he gonna use it? Oof.
Walks far away out of that fight, so the army can remain there. I wonder if he pulls that town portal, goes for the shop, and brings some potions. Maybe? What? The hell?
Suck! Just
More
lost him.
Suck, am I right? Oh, wow. That's the 2-0 right there. Right there.
Yeah, he can staff away. No Stormbolt to cancel. Easily now healing.
Can't have a human game without walling yourself in, can ya? Good that there's Mastelli. No, there isn't actually.
There is an exit. He could walk out if he...
Jesus Christ, what's happening? Human players, huh?
He could buy a TP also. TP time? Nope, just sitting around time. Alright.
There we go,
Mass teleport. It's pretty good.
Can't believe this. That is the Mountain King back.
And Sok got his own Mass Teleport. Now things get very interesting. Mass Teleport is an absolutely game-bending ultimate that can change the flow of a game easily. You have to be very concerned with base attacks, but right now it's all about this head-to-head battle. Upgrades are even. Supply, not so even though. Fortitude with a clear lead.
It would also be weird to get reinforcements here onto the high ground. They will backstab, but they can also be focus fired immediately. Not the biggest mischance here right now, and there we have it. Militia coming in. Sock, can you salvage this? Not without your Mountain King out of position again. Needs to retreat. And man, a shop here on the high ground, Remo, would have been so good.
It would have. It would have. It still could be.
Yep. That is very true. Militia sent back. Oh my god, they're fighting for such a long time. 40 is getting close to level 5 MK now.
Yeah, I wonder if you should stop summoning water elementals. Maybe? Hammer flies, MK taking heaps of damage. Invo potion forced and not used at the perfect moment, I would say. It's gonna be exposed against it.
That is quite some breakers falling though. A 2 breaker advantage for Sock has been established. but that is level 5. That's a TP gone. He can re-engage, I guess, with the mass TP.
Yeah, if he does though, he's gonna be sitting ducks. Stormbolt Focus Fire could kill a hero then. That would be scary. Fortitude is falling back, realizing there's barely any mining at the expansion. You're gonna get more items. Guess he wants the heal scrolls.
That is a very good item. Also, the invul potions, love the water elemental harass. Fortitude is just a bit ahead in every single regard. Has a pretty similar amount of breakers, has more priests, still has the mercenary, got a level 5 MK, and the inventory. Is it time?
Oh. Ooh. He may want to mass TP in with the militia. That could be cool. Wait, it has a unit cap though, right? Isn't it like 24 units or something?
Or something, probably. You want this level 5 so bad. One more creep. 4.97. 4.97. We're calling the boys. That
if the MK doesn't mass TP. Oh, that's so many units.
Here we go. MK is with them, but the position is horrible. Stormbolt on the Archmage, Invo Potion immediately. Some breakers also caught in that mosh pit. Some violent dancing going on there. Heal Scroll invested, keeping them up for a little bit. And that's the level 5 that he wanted. Also an Ankh. 40 should definitely check the inventory. And that is a TP out as the Stormbolt was used before on a priest on cooldown for 2 more seconds. Main base is empty.
Bro, it's a sick game.
Yes.
Really cool. So can easily resupply the expansion with peasants. But he lost the invul. That is scary. The AM is looking mighty vulnerable.
MK lining it up on the opposing MK, but that is at max. The Ankh. Don't want to lose that too early. We're chasing down the MKs. Oh my.
It's all about hero focus now, as it seems. Archmage gets caught. MK almost surrounded, but the AM is the one surrounded first, trying to staff out. But he can't do it. Bash goes down. Sock loses. GG. And 40 with a 2-0 and a cheeky smile on his face.
Cheeky smile indeed. A little sip of coffee or tea or whatever it is. You deserve that, my friend. Get it all in there. What a performance by Fortitude in the group stage, dude. The only player left in this tournament without dropping a single map. He has one more series to go. That's against Moon. He's fighting for the group stage win that catapults you directly into the playoffs without Ascension phase. And Sock now 1-1, just like Moon. He has to defeat Isork for sure. And we might have a tiebreaker at the end of day 6.